Hello, welcome back to my channel. There's going to be a lot of noise in this video, but I really hope that you're going to hear me. These are the struggles of living with a million people non-compound. But don't worry, today I'm delivering new content. Oh, I forgot, my name is Faiza. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the support. I hope you enjoy this day, and I hope you enjoy this video. I haven't done a sit down video in a really long time, and forget about my plain wall in the background. I'm working on it, I promise. Next time I'll probably be doing a sit down video. It won't be this plain, I hope so. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about study systems that might be helpful for you. This main focus will be on three styles. That's the Leitner system, the Blurting method, and the Feynman technique. The Leitner system is used when you are studying using flashcards. With this system, you mainly focus on the concepts that you are weak on, and you practice them more than often compared to your strong points. It's all about building your memory using the spaced repetition. On this system, you have like categories of the concepts. So you have box 1, box 2, 3, 4, and 5. There may be more. Whichever way you choose to do it, it's all fine. But the main thing is that every concept that you don't understand, you can't remember easily, always go back to the first box. That's box 1. The second box, you can practice them every 1 day. The third box, you can practice them every 3 days. Fourth box, every 5 days. Or the fifth box, every 1 month. It also depends on how much time you have. Maybe you're preparing for a major exam. Remember, I said you're using the flashcards, right? So anytime you take the flashcards, maybe you wrote a definition of example photosynthesis. So you take the flashcard and you try to define what photosynthesis is, and if you get it right, you take it to the next box. If you get it wrong, it remains in box 1. Anytime you get a concept right, you take it to the next box. So that means you're going to be repeating it less frequently because you already know it. You don't have to do it daily. Anytime that you get a concept wrong, it has to go back to the first box. No matter where it was, even if it was in the 5th box, it has to go back to 1, because that means you have forgotten it. So you have to keep on memorizing it every day. Any dimension that box 1 has to be repeated every day. Yeah. This method will be perfect for read and write learners, visual learners, and auditory learners. And if you're not sure what kind of learner you are, I have a video for you. I'll link it in the cards. So go ahead and watch it and find out more about yourself as a student. The key thing about this system is that the more you practice, the more you retain information. So keep on practicing. And if you are the kind of learner who doesn't use flashcards to study or to learn about something, the Blurting method may work for you. This method also puts emphasis on memory. When you're reading a textbook or after you attend a class, you just go sit down somewhere, a conducive environment for you to learn, and write down everything that you remember. You don't refer back to your notes, you don't refer back to your textbook. You just depend on your brain. So write everything and anything you can remember. It doesn't have to be in order. You just have to feel like you have exhausted all the information that you kind of retained while in class or reading a textbook. So after you have written down everything, you just later on go back, compare what you have written and compare what you've missed and correct it. You simply have to repeat the process till you get it right. As I always say, practice makes progress. Not perfect, but progress. And now, Feynman technique. This is one of my favorite techniques. I didn't know the name at the time I was in school, but I mostly used it. The Feynman techniques helps you learn something new or deeply understand the concepts. So you simply have to write something, learn something, write it down as if you're teaching it to someone. You're the teacher and you're writing it to your student. I hope you understand what I mean. If you have a study partner option, that's well and good. Just teach it to them. As you're doing this, as you're writing down your notes to your student, you'll definitely identify where your weak points are and where your strong points are. Strong points, you don't have to go back to them again, but your weak points, you'll have to go back to them and practice them and do the same. Write the note as if you're writing it to a student. or teach it to someone else. Anytime you're trying to explain a concept, anytime that you're repeating the process, try and use a simpler language each and every time. If it is still confusing even after using the simple language, repeat from the top and go back to your notes, go back to your books. The key in Feynman technique is simplicity. This is the kind of technique that is the favorite of auditory learners. Those are the simplest 3 methods that I found I should start with. If you want to find more about them, I will link the most helpful videos that I found on YouTube, and I'm going to leave them in the description box. So if you haven't understood anything that I explained in this video, feel free to go ahead and check them out. I also got most of the information from those videos, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be helpful. I hope you learned something today. As you start your new academic year, I wish you all the best. Truly, I wish you all the best in your studies. If you'd like to know more about other study methods, let me know in the comments, and I will do all the research for you, and I'll bring you the summary. You don't have to struggle looking for everything on the internet. I'll do that for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and also you're welcome to give me suggestions on what kind of videos you'd like me to do next. And that's it for today's video. Also, subscribe, please. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.